Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel on the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here, and we're doing a special 888 Lionsgate portal reading. Today is August 8th, 2024. And I do hear sometimes that, or I have seen also that people are doing just the 8-8, or that there's a wondering of how it's 888. So I did write that down really quick to show you guys. So you've got August 8th. So that's the 8th month, the 8th day. And then you have 2024 here. Hopefully this shows up. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 does equal 8. So that's how it is the 888 for the Lionsgate portal. Okay. So just in case anybody was wondering, sometimes it's hard to keep track or keep up with kind of the things. So I just wanted to give that just in case anybody was wondering how that third 8 comes through on the 888. Okay. But no matter how you do it, whether it's 88 or 888, it is still true. Okay. The energy for the Lionsgate feels very much to me like the same energy that came through in the August reading for you here, Aquarius. The kind of big expansion and a little bit of constriction. Okay, still feels like that energy is coming through. Of course, it came through for the month, so it's coming through here too. This Lionsgate portal energy, this 888, it's about abundance, it's about overflow, but it's also like the energy is heightened and about what you believe is possible, okay? Because we believe ourselves. So if we believe something is possible, then it's true. If we believe something is impossible or not possible, that is true for us as well. So it just really kind of goes in with what we believe. The Lionsgate portal is thought to be kind of a portal or energy that is increased to bring that abundance, right? The 8, the infinity, the abundance, right? All goes right along with that. And it's kind of that idea that energy or the power manifestation is that much stronger during this energy and potentially a few days before, a few days after. So whatever you believe is what is true for you. Okay, so we're just going to take a look at some of the potential energy that might be coming in or coming through for you as I'm in the Aquarius energy here for this Lionsgate energy reading. Okay, and we're not going to get like a huge amount of cards. We're going to get what needs to come out or what comes out, but it doesn't need to be super excessive. Okay, there's rituals, there's lots of things that kind of you can look up online that can assist you if you'd like to do rituals, that sort of thing. A lot of times simplicity can be that much easier and or better, right? The ease of things, the simplicity of things. And so that is what is coming through for this simplicity. What can you do or how can you do it where it has just a lot of impact and is simplistic or simple? We tend to, as human beings, attempt to make things harder than they need to be a lot of times, right? We want to add a lot of steps, and it can't just be that easy. It's got to be harder. There's got to be more to it. It's kind of the energy. I don't know why that is coming through. I apologize. It just is kind of how the message is coming through. Okay. Again, there it is. We want to make things harder. We want to need to have more steps. I'm not sure where that's come from or where we learned that or where we were conditioned with that. But coming through here with this Lionsgate energy is an energy of simplicity. It is an energy of allowing things to be easy, taking not the quick route or what have you, but if you're able to kind of take off a few steps and still get the same result, that is what is going to be potentially the most powerful and have the most kind of impact within this season, within this energy, and within the month of August. Okay, that's what's coming through. Now, as a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so, so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon down below so you're notified every time I upload new readings. Please do share the videos, like the videos. It does help others to be able to see these messages. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to the channel members. Thank you all so, so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, back to the reading. So we tend to want to make things harder or more difficult or have more steps than sometimes they need to have. Now, there are times where it does need to have more steps. We don't want to kind of shave any steps off of a heart surgery, say, right? And that is very specific, right? Yet there are other things that potentially we could, make it a bit easier or move back into a more simplistic kind of energy than what maybe we had been working with for a greater impact. Okay, the energy coming through here also is an energy of start before you're ready. Okay, start before you're ready, and this is basically kind of encompassing everything. It's not like it was for, or this message is coming through for one thing and not another. It's kind of basically encompassing everything. Start before you're ready, because if you continue to wait until you're ready, you have that potential to continue waiting forever and never being ready, because we can talk ourselves out of it. We can add more steps instead of letting it be simple or simplistic, right? We can get ourselves overwhelmed. There's so much that can happen. So if we can just start before we're ready, we're going to have a pretty big impact as well. So let's go ahead and see what the cards are here. You have Candle. You will be shown the way. You see, those instincts, those gut knowings, they are always letting you know. Not everybody has those. Sometimes it comes through as whispers or as visions or through your dreams. Those will always let you know the way. You will always be shown. Okay. If you're not looking or listening, then it gets a little bit more difficult, and we can say that we haven't been. It doesn't mean it doesn't change the fact that potentially we have been. Okay, not everybody is tuned in or connected, and sometimes the signs come through, the path, the way comes through, and we don't understand the message, and so then it just needs to come through several more times potentially until we can get it and understand it. And that's okay, because spirit is very patient, very kind, and very confident with the energy that is put through and with you to get the message. Okay, so you will be shown the way. The way will be shown to you. Okay, with that you have renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, rebirth. You see, you are going to be having a wake-up call. Okay, and it could be coming through with this Lionsgate energy, this portal, this 888 energy, that abundance, that overflow, right? The infinity kind of energy coming through. You could be finally starting to see things in a new light, in a new way, like breakthrough kind of energy, where it's almost as if you're like, wow, I hadn't really thought of that way, or I hadn't really seen myself that way, or I hadn't really understood that. And you get that energy of really being allowed, or able to, not allowed, but able to, potentially for the first time, to be able to see yourself in a whole new light, in a whole new way, or to be able to give yourself some grace, a reprieve of sorts, right? There are times where we can really be difficult and hard on ourselves and to ourselves, but this energy, this abundant energy, this overflow kind of energy that's coming through, is allowing for that expansion. It's allowing for that renewal. It's allowing for almost kind of a new beginning or second chance energy, which is beautiful. It's a wake-up call. For some of you, there could be a constriction in the form of a loss that comes through in August or during this Lionsgate portal energy, where you're like, oh shoot, I've got to start living my life to the fullest. I've got to start doing all the things that I've been putting off. I've got to really start before I'm ready, because there's a potential that if I don't, I might not have the chance to start. Okay, that's a little deep, a little whatever, but that's the message coming through. Okay, it's time to get your booty moving. Okay, you have haystack karma. You will reap what you have sown. Okay, so for some of you, you're thinking, during this Lionsgate energy, during this August, the month of August, you're like, man, what have I done with my life? Where have I, if something happens, if I were this or if that, who's going to show up or who would be there? Okay. What is the kind of energy that you've been putting out? Because you will reap what you sow. And there are times where we can see around us if there's people or not. Sometimes there is that a choice to keep yourself kind of at a distance, and sometimes it's much easier to not put yourself out there, and I get all of that. Okay, I get all of that. It's more about the energy that you're putting out there. Are you putting out their positive, loving, caring energy, inviting people in, or are you putting out the opposite? Okay, pay attention to the energy that you're putting out, because again, during this Lionsgate portal energy, that energy is all very amplified. Okay, very amplified. So be sure that you're paying attention to the energy that you're putting out, but not just during this time. Okay, all of the time, because that energy does come back, and sometimes it kicks us in the butt. Okay, that's that karma. You can have good karma and you can have bad karma, so it's not always what have you, but there is that energy of expansion, of amplification. So, pay attention to what you're putting out, because it does come back. That positive, beautiful, amazing energy does, and um, that other energy does as well. Now, I'm not saying toxic positivity. I'm not saying you have to be positive all the time. I'm not saying that you can't have a bad day or be in a bad mood. Of course, none of that is true. All of that is part of the human experience. Just make sure that you don't live or wallow in those spaces or those places, and or put that energy out towards other people who, um, maybe aren't part or deserving. Okay, that's how that's coming through. All right, you have wise counsel. You see, yeah, this is the Hierophant, belonging, learning, traditions. Exactly. Okay. This is exactly what we just talked about here with that karma. Notice who's around you and maybe who isn't. Notice what's happening. You can have a bad day, but that karma will come back around. Who's going to be there? Okay. Who's going to be there? This isn't about being a pushover or a people pleaser. This is about creating connections and relationships with people. It doesn't have to be your best friends or what have you, but people that are like, oh, I am so glad to see Aquarius. Aquarius always uplifts or brightens my day. Okay, instead of, oh gosh, here comes Aquarius, run, 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 let's not, no, Aquarius, that kind of energy. We get to choose. It's our choice what kind of energy we put out there. So, right, learn, pay attention. You got that wise counsel, that change coming through with that number 5. Okay, so there is that possibility for change, for you to take accountability, responsibility, depending on where your karma lies, the kind of energy that you put out, because you do reap what you have sown. Okay, and also with that karma, that reaping what you've sown, the seeds that you plant come back as well, and they do come to harvest one way or another. Okay, so pay attention to the seeds that you're planting as well. Okay, you've got vase, a secret admirer, so there is some energy coming through for this Lion's Gate energy or portal of somebody coming to kind of spill the beans, or let you know that there is some secret attraction, or they are a secret admirer. Secret admirers are people that are inspired, uplifted by you. Sometimes it is an energy of being, love letter, check the box, yes or no here kind of energy, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just somebody who is very in awe or inspired by you, who admires you in secret as well. Okay, so we definitely tend to kind of think about this energy of secret admirers being somebody, or right, that is in love with us or has had a secret kind of yearning, that sort of thing. But sometimes it is somebody who admires us in secret for our brains, for our wit, for our skills, for our knowledge, for our experience, whatever it may be. Sometimes it is that as well. So there could be people reaching out to you who would like to partner with you, collaborate with you, work with you, and or be in a relationship with you. It could come through in many different ways, but this energy for this Lionsgate portal, this 888 energy, is going to create expansion as far as that goes. Okay, there is going to be an expansion within this. So there will be people reaching out. Some may just be coming back from the past to be like, hey, I always admired you, Aquarius. I always kind of looked up to you, or I always kind of had a secret crush on you. Something is going to be coming through. It does feel like this is kind of school age energy coming through. depending on where you are in your path or in your process. But it feels very much like this is a potential for somebody from school age. It could be middle school, high school, however that comes through for you. Coming back to be like, hey, I always kind of was inspired by you, or I always kind of had a secret crush on you. They could be sliding into your DMs, maybe hitting you up on Facebook. They could be calling you, showing up somewhere if you guys, are still kind of in the same area, what have you, or they could be traveling back for something, or traveling to your area for something like that. Your ships cross paths, right? This very much vase is a filling up of. Okay, it's a filling up of. A lot of times, what do we put in vases? Flowers, beauty, growth, right? And that's what this feels like. This feels very much like a growing, an expansion, beauty, growth coming in, and it feels very welcoming. Okay, almost as if you were like, oh, I can exhale now. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Okay, beautiful. Okay, with that, you have the Five of Wands. So conflicts, annoyances, competition. So you see, there's a potential. This is happening now because in the past, like how that came through, there was some competition. Okay, there were some energies of not really being able to see eye to eye, or the Five of Wands generally is like the people kind of climbing up over each other, kind of that kind of energy. So potentially in the past, when the secret admirer, this partnership, this collaboration, however this comes through for you, if it is a past thing, for some of you it won't be, for some of you it'll be new. But for some of you that this was in the past, it was almost as if there was this energy of attempting to climb over each other. And this is actually coming through here too with a competition. In the past, there's a potential that this specific person, or however this comes through for you specifically here, Aquarius, that there is a potential that they were kind of immature and or annoying. That's what's coming through. Now you have two fives. You have the Wise Counsel 5 and you have the 5 of Fire here. So you do have, and then 20 is 5 times 5, no, 5 times 4. So 4 fives right there, right? So you do have that change coming through, okay? That energy of that expansion, okay? But there is a potential that within this 5 of air, with that vase secret admirer energy, that there was some annoying energy, some immature energy that maybe wasn't quite up your alley at the time. Also, for those of you that whether this is from the past or now, there could be some competition, almost like that energy that I was talking about, where it's almost like in the traditional Five of Wands, where it's like the people are like trying to climb over each other, kind of energy, depending on how you look at it. That's how it's coming through for this specific reading, even though that's not the card being used here. But it's almost like with that conflicts or that competition, like people are trying to climb over each other to let you know that they have some secret energy, some secret kind of admiration, or kind of thoughts towards you. I guess that's what's coming through. So it's almost like there may be several that are showing up with this abundance overflow kind of energy coming through. Several may be like, oh, Aquarius, by the way, right? So there may be that energy, and it could actually become a little bit annoying. Okay, so that could be a little bit of a constriction. It does feel very much like this is expansion, right? Some of you have felt as if you might be alone, or as if maybe with that karma, maybe you didn't make as big of an impact, or you hadn't kind of made the connections. Some of you, this is where this is coming through as well, those secret admirer energy, and that is because people are coming in to be like, oh, by the way, Aquarius, you did make an impact. You have always, I've always kind of admired you, or been inspired, or looked up to, or whatever that may be coming through from there as well. Okay. However, this shows up for you within this energy. But your last one that you have here is wishbone. A wish is granted. Okay. So some of you, this is exactly the energy that you have been needing and or waiting for, where you could really step into things, do a ritual, step into your journaling, write out what it is that you want, have every bit of sense with it. Your hearing, your seeing, your feeling, your touching, your sight, everything that is included as you write it out, and make it very vivid, very real, very much in the now. And that is granted, shows up, comes through because of that, the impact that you make within that, because you're willing to just do it, because you're in this expansion energy and this overflow, this abundance, this infinite energy that's coming through, just going for it, right? The lion, that Leo energy, just goes for it. Just do it. Just do it. Just goes for it. And that's when that wish comes through and is granted. It's as if the energy is matching you within this during this time, Aquarius, and that's gorgeous. Okay. So you also have the 8 of Earth and the 9 of Earth. These came out together, all right? 8 of Earth and 9 of Earth came out together with a wish is granted. So some of you have been really focused on the details. You've been doing the research. You've been looking towards, right? This energy, this Lionsgate portal. You're like, okay, I got the rituals down. I got the meditations down. I got the journaling down. I got all the things down, and I'm here for it. I'm showing up for it. I'm doing it. I'm having this expansion. Whatever that constriction is, I'm ready for it, right? And I'm ready for this big impact. I'm ready to have this wish be granted. I'm ready to move into this new kind of energy and be in that renewal, ready for that rebirth, okay? Ready for that belonging, ready to lay down any of the conflicts, any of the competition, any of the annoyances, and or ready to stand up for them if those are, sometimes that conflicts or competition are things that we can hold our ground on and matter and have meaning. And however that falls for you here, Aquarius, that is beautiful. You have the 5s coming through, right? So there's that change, okay? And that is ready to make a big impact, okay? So you've got that 9 of Earth, contentment, luxury, independence. That's what you're moving towards. That's where this energy is. That is what this wish being granted is, okay? That contentment, that luxury, that independence, that education, that focus, that details, right? That is your wish being granted. And it's all because you move into this energy and you allow for that expansion. And you aren't shying away from that potential constriction. You're like, okay, I know this is here, right? And I know I can work through it, and I know I'll be okay on the other side. Okay. Wow, this is going to be an amazing kind of energy. You've got that nine of Pentacles coming through here. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. That 9 of Pentacles here, that energy of independence, of really moving into this new kind of space, this new expansion energy, okay? And then you have this quote, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream, C.S. Lewis. And that is exactly what this is about. What you believe yourself, okay? So if you believe that this energy is going to have a huge impact, that your wishes will be granted, that things are coming through, that things are going to happen, that you have this beautiful energy that of abundance, of expansion, of infinity, right? With this Lionsgate portal, with this 888 energy, you are right. We talked about that at the beginning. You're never too old or too young or too educated or not educated, whatever it may be that we might tell ourselves, lazy, to whatever, right? Too lazy or too active or too whatever, okay? You're never to set another goal or to dream a new dream and to create those realities within your life, to have that expansion, to make an impact. And you can start before you're ready and learn as you go, because you will be shown the way, okay? Ooh, gorgeous. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not. Otherwise, also feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Happy 888 Lionsgate portal, y'all. I do hold that intention, that energy, that each and every one of you will manifest big, beautiful, amazing things, have that expansion, and be able to work through those little constrictions as they are meant to help you grow, to help you learn, to help you evolve. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.